Dr. Kendall Crowns is joining us, renowned medical examiner out of Fort Worth, chief medical examiner. Dr. Kendall Crowns, again, thank you for being with us. I'm trying to understand. I heard your explanation earlier of what happens when a person dies of a hot car death. I understand the organs start shutting down a little over, when the body gets to a little over 100 degrees. Death occurs, of course, by 107 degrees. But what is heat stroke? Does the person, does the baby die of heat stroke, whatever that is, because it's got the word stroke in it? Why is it heat stroke? Does your body respond to the heat like it's having a stroke? And I'm trying to reconcile that, Dr. Kendall Crowns, with what I know about, I hate to say his name because it just, the baby we spoke of earlier, whose back of his head was all scratched up, and he had been scratching at his neck. How does that fit in with your explanation?
So as you become more and more hot, you can become confused. People can start seizing, which would cause them to maybe hit their head back. Also, trying to get out of the environment as well. You'll be clawing at whatever is restricting you. Even a baby is going to try and get out of there if they can. So they'll be pulling at the seatbelt, etc., or pounding their head on something. So it can be a seizure. It could be them trying to get out of the restraints. Any of those could result in the injuries that you're describing. As far as the heat stroke question, it's basically as your blood is being shunted to your skin surface to try and cool you off, it's decreasing the amount of blood you have in the rest of your body. So it's not unlike a stroke, or even can cause a heart attack because you don't get enough oxygenated blood to your brain and your heart, which can cause them to shut down. But it's really more from the volume shift of the blood to the skin surface instead of it going to the organs that results in heart failure and kidney failure.
How long would it take to die in a hot car, Dr. Kendall Crowns?
For an adult, it could be, a lot longer than for a kid. Kids are uh, get hotter about 3 to 5 times faster than an adult. So I would say in that hot environment, under an hour for an infant, probably under 30 minutes.
Dr. Kendall Crowns, the other week I was with my son. We went to a basketball game where he was playing, and I was working. So he went ahead in to warm up, and I sat in his truck with it going. The truck was going, and continued to work. And I noticed, it seemed like after about 20 minutes, that the car shut off, even though I had the key fob. The truck shut off, even though I had the key fob. And I thought, well, it's not so hot in here. So I left it off and I kept working. After about 10 minutes with the truck off, it felt like I couldn't breathe. I reached over and turned it back on and turned on the air conditioning back on. But what is that sensation? I mean, I know that there was air in the cab of the truck, but it felt like there wasn't any air. It was stifling.
Right. It's again, as your body's reacting to the heat, your blood vessels are beginning to dilate, so the blood's coming to your skin surface to try and cool you off. And that shift in blood volumes making you consciously feel that there's something changed internally. It can make you feel like you're not being able to breathe, or you'll start getting a headache or getting dizzy. So any of that reaction you're having is your body's compensating for that heat, and that's making you feel uncomfortable. So as an adult, you'll turn the car back on, you'll get out of the car, go somewhere cooler. But a kid or a baby who's trapped in their restraining device of a car seat can't move. So they're feeling all that too, but they can't get out of that environment and no one's coming to help them.